There's a lot of innovative ideas, and from the 2-day conference, right, I think the magic word that I gain and the things that I gain is the word imagination, because there's a lot of things that I learned that I never learned before. What I see, I never seen it before. A lot of innovative ideas as well as imaginative ideas that I never thought of. I think there's a lot of ideas I gained from the conference. Some of it is pedagogy involving the interactive whiteboard. So I think I'm going to make use of this pedagogy and trying to improve on it to suit my students and the school. It's time for the classroom teaching to advance some more into the new century. So I think the normal classroom teaching has to be further improved to be more advanced so that students are more engaged. So I look forward to that time, to this time that's coming.
From what you see, the most impressive item in this conference is the concurrent sessions. So all are very useful, and I think not only me, all the teachers, those who attended here, also gave so very good experience here and get good knowledge of teaching strategies and ideas. Strategies. Yes. It's actually I'm very interested in IT, so it's quite excited to me to attend this seminar, and definitely I will eager to apply these strategies in my classroom. Already I have used of podcasting technology into my Tamil classroom, so definitely I will going to implement this one. It's actually quite exciting. Actually, last year I started this using the podcast last year. That's the one the process so far going on. So that I came here to share my experience of setting up a book. That's the one. See the technology, using the new technology in the teaching. In teaching is actually the focus is the teaching and learning activities are supposed to be in the student-centered learning. That's the main focus for me. That's the main insight. That's why we were looking for new strategies. So to engage our students, to make the learning activities very, very interesting one to the students.
Okay, thank you.
Well, some of the innovations that I'm seeing, and that's of course the theme of the conference, I just saw a demonstration of a rainforest and the hardware and software that, it's like multiple touch and things will happen. That's very, very impressive. Well, what I came for was to have international collaboration opportunities and experiences. I do a little bit of that. I wanted to do more, so I'm going to continue that. I have new partners now, so I'll do some more with that. But also to look at some of the innovations that I see that are being developed here in Singapore, particularly through the Ministry of Education's initiatives. I think that there's a good plan and there's a lot of creativity and innovation going on and opportunities that we can learn from back in the U.S. and the products that are coming out look spectacular. Yeah, just that everybody seems to be so open to it. There is at least in the U.S., I'm not sure about here, but there seems to be a little bit of fear that people will predators, and will get into personal space of people and things will happen, and it's like you never know where those kids will go. And it seems like here it's much more open, although cognizant of needing a safe environment for learning. But it's working. You know, there's a lot of innovation going on.
Well, I think perhaps the fact that some of the keynote presentations were very inspiring. In particular, I was very impressed by the Minister of Education in Singapore. His announcement of her Master Plan 3. I think Singapore is certainly doing some wonderful things when it comes to technology and education. Well, I think much of what I've heard I will certainly